go out, oh, you say you go out of town with a cat, man. Yeah, cat. So so let me ask you, because when you go out of town with a cat, do you leave it like, do you ration it out like food, or? Because I've been out of town with dogs.
But you know, they need a little more maintenance. Like, go check on them. Somebody might have to walk them with the litter. You know, yeah, you can ration out the food. Cats not like dogs. They'll paste their food. They'll ration it themselves. A
Okay.
dog, you leave him some food. I'm eating all my shit tonight.
Yeah.
No,
That's
I mean,
that.
I always wondered. I always wondered that, right? Right. So like, now we got doggy daycares and all that shit, right? But
Dog
when I
hotel.
was a kid and we was going to Georgia, we bring out that big bowl, give them a big bucket of water and a big bucket of food. And, hey, we'll be back.
Yeah.
You know, uh, we'll be back. Okay. So always some your Urban American podcast.
Trying to make an
Uh,
appearance.
we have our lovely co-host, extra co-host, Mama Mia with her pet co-host. And then what's your cat name? Oh, I forgot his name.
A white catch.
Oh, what cat? Okay, exactly. And we got the co-host, my co-host, Ptah God, man. I'm Kiddre, your humble, handsome, and the list goes on. I'm not here to brag. Today we got a couple subjects near and dear to the heart that we want to discuss, man. And we understand that what we talk about, everybody might not find interest in it. So if you don't, just stop fucking watching. Always some shit. Your Urban American podcast. P.
Yo,
I'm gonna just start here. Entertainment, man. I'm so confused with Kanye coming at Kendrick. Like, I- you know, uh, Ed brother said I'm punching the air right now. I've been defending Kanye for a long time. And it's hard to defend him with this K dot situation, because why are you messing with this man? Like,
yeah,
he forgot he remade Not Like Us, right? Did he forget that?
no.
He remade this shit. Then now he's saying it wasn't the best diss song. It wasn't good. Like, what are you doing, Ye? And I'm like, I defend you a lot, but I can't defend you on this one. Now, I want to ask y'all how y'all feel about this though. Now, this part, I'm on Kanye's side. Okay, so I don't know if y'all aware that Northwest is gonna be like a star. Apparently, Kim Kardashian controls the rights to her being an artist. So Kanye got upset. He's supposed to do a song. He's supposed to do some stuff with Playboy Cardi. They took him off the album and added his daughter. He told Kim to resend it, or it's gonna be some trouble. Come to find out, she can't. He has no power. She got all the power. So could y'all imagine somebody take you off the song and put your daughter on it?
Um,
So Kanye got a little point to his rant, man. How y'all feel about that? What's y'all?
you want me to go first, or she?
Yeah, you go first.
When it
Yeah,
come
go
to
P.
Kanye, and this is just my perspective, you can never totally dismiss what he's saying, but I also see a pattern with him where he's a control freak. Everything got to be about him. It's got to be his way, and when it's not, he knows how to say what he needs to say to grab the attention to himself. It's always it's always involves marketing right after that. So I never know when he's being truthful or just trying to market himself. To me, he a reflection of society right now. He acts exactly the way we act on the internet whenever he finds it convenient. And he just pops out and I'm like, you sound like Kanye. You also sound like Orlando Brown. You also sound like the other chick. But I'm like, are you marketing or you just being messy? I never dismiss anything he says, not totally, but I think he was a little bit out of line calling Jay-Z and Beyonce kids retarded.
Oh.
It was unwarranted.
Oh.
I get if
Oh
you.
my God.
It's like a lot of this stuff
Oh
is
my God.
embarrassing. So it's like, yo, what?
Oh my God.
It's kind of childish with his antics, but I never totally dismiss him because he's a Chicago nigga and he do be having some gems and the truths in between what he said. So I believe what he said about Cat, but at the same time, like this is a control freak. He love to control the narrative. So wherever the attention was, no, it's not bigger than me, but it's not bigger than me. Like, bro, you 50
Yeah.
something years old. Go sit down.
So I want to ask y'all. I want to ask y'all this because I see people say that a lot of time. Do you? I mean, I think it probably goes both ways. But let me ask you: majority of the time, do you think people take advantage of the moment and start advertising, or was it they plan all along? Because
Bro,
like some people said, the Jim Jones Cameron thing is staged.
Mm.
Freaky Zeke said it. A member of Dipset.
So some people are saying like it's staged or whatever. Like cause I mean at the same time, if somebody dissing me, why would I not? If something happens, why would I not advertise my business? I'm taking advantage of the algorithm.
Mhm.
Okay. What you do on
So
stage?
I be wondering like
When you get on the
I just be
stage, you
wondering if it.
perform.
I don't think the Jim Jones and Cameron thing is staged. I think I've seen that beef. When we watched the verses, you could tell something was off then. So I been knew something was off. So I don't think it was staged, but I you can't question it. You know what I mean? Uh,
It's not as deep as everybody
so
thinking it.
so on top of somebody else saying weird shit, we back with Doechii again, and she doubled down on her heterosexual men are red flags. Now I sent y'all the clip. I'm gonna let y'all react first. I'm gonna let Mama Mia say something first. I'm gonna let you go first. Well,
About the
let me say
Doechii.
it one time. If not again, she went on. I forgot what I'm slipping my mind where she was at again, but they asked her the question again. Beyond the clip, she stated again, heterosexual men is a red flag. Now me, I realize that people don't know what the fuck certain words is, but I'm gonna let Mama Mia take off from there.
Oh goodness. Doechii. Well,
Doechii, Doechii.
how I feel about the situation is just
Let me ask you this:
but
is she attacking heterosexual men, or is she just making light of? I mean, is she attacking heterosexual men? First, let me ask you that question.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
so it's not just a little joke, little inside female humor.
No.
He, do
Mm.
you think it's? Do you think it's Do you think she's attacking heterosexual men like us?
She will deny the intention. Now, I'm gonna go based off what I saw on the Joe Budden podcast. I saw a lot of people like coddling
Pandering.
her statement and pandering, and it was like, okay, this piggybacks off what Anthony Mackie said. What she did, basically saying, if you're saying that straight man is a red flag, basically you're saying that masculinity is a red flag. Because if you're a straight man, and we just talking about heterosexual men here, not women, then that's masculinity. We can't say one without the other. But we try to play with words and take shit out of content. Like, why are they giving her so much grace? And Joe Budden made the point, like, if you don't date straight men in the first place, then how are you really grading your red flag scale? How are you grading
Ain't
what you
even
date if
speaking.
you don't even deal with straight men? So what you should have said, what do you find as a red flag in bisexual men? They carry more diseases. This is weird because feminism been preaching at us for years about down low men, and then you go and give down low
Spreading
men or
diseases.
bisexual men, even if you're out there, you still are twice as promiscuous as a heterosexual man. And she's okay with that. But you're sending women who look up to you right after you get the Grammys and you get the biggest platform in the name of hip hop. You say something like this. Masculinity is a red flag, is what you saying, even if you indirectly say it. And then you double down on it, so you knew what you were saying. It is an attack. And it lines up with what Anthony Mackie was saying. You benefit, you benefit from masculinity when it's convenient for you. And then you step out there and you throw a jab. It's starting to look like bigotry to me. That's what bigotry is. They've taken everything they spanked us on the hand for, and now they wield it whenever they feel like it towards us. Basically, just being a man is a derogatory at this point.
Yeah,
I say,
yeah,
really?
and but see the real. I think the real disconnect, right? Man, y'all follow me while I land this plane, right? While I land. I was driving the other day, and a kid almost came out in the street, and I realized that nobody looks at the hand no more. And then I thought about how when my kids was in their school, and I was complaining about how y'all don't teach them how to cross the light, what the hand means, and all that. So what I'm going at with that, I'm saying that to say this: core values is out the window. Another core value that is out the window that annoys me to the core, because people call me literal. You're so literal. No, I use the dictionary accordingly. I mean, um, we don't. We got all these terms that people put their own definition on, and that's where the disconnect comes from. Excuse me, disconnect. Red flag. Red flag means danger. Danger. The disconnect came in when men were saying stuff like, "Oh, dating a single mother," and I'm gonna say dating certain single mothers would be a red flag, and he would be right in saying so. Because what if your baby daddy is one of these niggas out here shooting niggas? It's danger there. Just in a heterosexual man is dangerous. That's like nasty work. And on top of that, the black men that want to support you, I don't like your music, Dochi. I ain't like one. I went through it. I tried to give you a chance. I don't like one song. So me not liking one song already, and then you saying that, it's just like I'll probably never like a song or like you. At the end of the day, we applaud the media is applauding women to do this little sneak this at men. Because at the end of the day, it's dick envy, which I had in my first season. I talked about dick envy. Dick envy is everybody wants to be a man. We the most sought after, but most ridiculed. Could you imagine Mercedes Benz? People like everybody wants a Benz. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the popular cars, but everybody got something to say about it. Does that make any sense? It's obviously an agenda there. Who's behind it and controlling it? We could be wrong. You know, if we say feminism. I believe it's all mixed in there because it's like the feminism, the LGBTQ plus, it's all in there. It's dick envy.
I don't think it's
Homosexual
envy.
people, gay men especially, be hating on straight men. Um, I've noticed in my encounters, like the women that be like kind of studdish or whatever, they don't like me, don't even know me. Some be cool, but majority of them, like especially when they with a girl, like be outside and still with a girl, she's mugging the man. Like yeah, why? Cause
I
it's dick envy.
I don't
Go
think it's
G.
that it's not big envy. For me, you know what it is?
What you
Most of
think?
American women and a lot of and men too, but men don't really got no say so. If you're not in the alphabet mafia and you're not a woman, your voice is very
CP.
little heard.
CP, that's where the envy comes in at. That's where the envy comes in at. You gotta understand this, P. Even that community, they only run so much. They still don't leave. Let's if we keep it 1,000, keep it 100, 100,000, a trillion. They don't. They run something, but they don't run enough. Look at the president right now. He ain't fucking with them.
It's not it's not envy to me. It's it's what pays. This is the agenda. And we don't want to use these words, but I know what propaganda and agenda is. If you
Mama
want to
Mia.
name it dick envy, that's fine. What it is everybody's in a relationship with the internet. The internet is your spouse and your husband, especially for American women. We just watched Tia Mary divorce her husband to date the internet. Every
Mm-hmm.
little thing we're doing now is for the
And get
internet.
back with him.
So if the
Get back.
internet is
Get
your
back with him.
boss and your employer says, we need you to envy dick, we need you to say these things. Even if they don't, if it's not being said to you, it's being fed subconsciously. It's socially engineered to, let's just, having a problem with men always will go viral because,
It's P. Don't let this go over your head.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the best athlete right now?
in what
Who
sport?
is who's the top athletes right now?
In
They
what sport?
all heterosexual men.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the biggest rapper right now? A heterosexual man. Who is the
Okay.
president of the biggest of the greatest country right now? A heterosexual man.
And who allows who
Okay.
allows women in these spaces to disrespect them? Heterosexual men. Because you
Right.
chasing pussy and pandering to it and simping, and then next thing you know, you've been moved out of your own space. The internet is a no man's land. You're not gonna find nothing valuable. We could talk about this every week. You're not about to find nothing really positive about men on the internet. It's no longer for us. This is not our space. This is
I mean,
why.
the
Let me
only
let me let me
positivity.
finish. This
My
is
fault.
why when Drake says Kendrick Lamar was a wife beater, and Kendrick Lamar says that Drake is a pedophile, nobody takes it seriously because it's two men accusing men of something. This only holds weight when a woman says something. There is no give a fuck if a man is a pedophile if another man says it. We don't have any value for that. We need a woman to say these things. If a woman comes forward saying either or those claims was accurate, even if she's lying, they will run with the lie because it's money, it's fucking press, and it helps if we break in the black family or just the American family in general, because it ain't just solely on us. Our buffoon ass is just the attract the most attention. We
Now
have
let me
to
say
keep
this,
the
P.
woman and the man separated.
Let me
The
say this, P. Though.
constant that's on
Think about
purpose.
this though. Think about this, bro. Even you got the alpha, you got the sigma, the betas. They are envious of the alpha. So you get what I'm saying? Like a heterosexual man that knows what he want out of life and is confident. He is demonized by everybody below him. Dick envy. Dick envy. I don't care how you slice it. That's what the core of it comes. That's the root of all of it. Damn. So people that want to see the alpha male lose, they pander to the women. They pander to the certain groups that go against him. But they ain't really in power. The best athlete in the NBA ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Ain't an LGBTQ member. The best basketball player is not a woman. They have good women, but look what they trying to do. They keep comparing Angel Reese to certain people. Look at the boxer. Every time these women get too hyped up, they try to say, "Oh, they could beat a man, they could whatever." And old girl got knocked down. We
I
know Angel
understand.
Reese can't compete with no man. You know what I'm saying? Like it's dick envy. Now we'll come back. I mean, I want to hear what Mama Mia. Do you see what I'm saying? Or or you see what more peeps there?
It's crazy. I actually do see what you're saying, especially with the lesbianism, the studs. They're dressing up, trying to imitate a man when they can just
Why it
be
can't be
with
a
women
stud?
as a woman. Like, you're gonna look like a dude. Wow, you didn't sound like him.
The
Okay.
crazy the crazy thing I seen a post that said it's crazy how a stud dresses up like a man and all that, but they ain't gotta make the money a man make.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
They ain't never said a stud gotta have six
Damn.
figures.
No.
We live.
Damn.
You never heard them say that. Oh. And I seen somebody say they ain't gotta be tall.
We live I saw a meme or a post, and the man said women like to have a quick temper and cuss you out, but be sensitive at the same time. Why is that? And it was so many women in the comments. They was like, "Oh, I feel like you talking about me, Indu." They're proud. You're proud of it.
To be a
In the
walking
same way.
contradiction.
In the same way. Let me finish. Now, in the same way, a woman commented on my comment and said, "Okay, can't people be flawed?" It's one thing to be a flaw, but we talking about pride, man. The same way we are flawed with the gangbang culture. We take pride in gang banging, but being in
Pause.
a gang banging obligates you to oppress or hurt your own people. It's not. That's not even what originally gang banging was for. And right now we got a guy going to jail, or the feds is after him, Big U, and whatever else is
Oh,
going on in L.A.
he at jail. He in
Yeah,
jail. They
we the
got he
only
there.
people that do that check in culture. You think we everybody else celebrate their celebrities? Come on in, yeah, have a drink. Welcome to whatever town they visiting. We do that dumb
Well,
shit.
well, we could talk about that. No, 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 P. No.
Always defend. You
We didn't
always try to
invent.
act like other
Now we
cultures
could
do
get
what we
into
do.
that. We could get into that, but we did not invent extortion.
It
We
don't
didn't
matter.
invent extortion.
We the ones killing our entertainers from it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even a word for check in with anybody else. If it's extortion, it's on a quiet or corporate level. We talking about
That's it. They
physically.
still extorting.
Yep.
Extortion is
Yep.
extortion.
Yep.
I don't
Extortion is
want to talk what
extortion.
other people doing. Whenever I talk about our culture, you deflect and say, "Well, everybody else doing it." You know what
Yeah.
else they do?
Extortion. P.
Every
You
Extor.
do.
P. P. Do you know Universal Music? Do you know? Do you know? Before what's the lady just passed away? I can't think of her name right now.
Angie Stone.
R.I.P. to
Angie
her.
Stone.
Our Angie Stone did a video talking about how Universal Music has stole billions of dollars from her and they ain't paid her. Now Azalea Banks comes out, says the same thing, and she's suing them. Angie Stone just ended up dead. Azalea Banks is trying to take him to court right now. Extortion is extortion.
That's not
You
extortion.
trying to deflect. You
That's
trying
not
to deflect like, oh,
extortion.
cause they saying because they ain't saying check in, it's quiet.
Angie
Extortion is I
Stone's
don't want to be
situation is
extorted.
not extortion.
I don't want to be extorted in no form or fashion.
Now let me cook you right now, because I go back and watch the pod. Before Mama Mia Boo was a guest, we had a pod, and you said something along the lines, "Are we a whore culture?" She might have been on that pod. It was me, it was you, it was Pops, and it was in Miss B. You said this is a whore culture. And every time I try to
Ward,
call us out on the culture when it's dealing with what we do, you deflect. And this is what we do with the women. Happy wife,
he
happy
hold
life.
on, hold on, hold on,
Let
hold
me
on.
finish.
Let's okay. Let's do
Because
it.
you indirectly,
Let's do it.
enabling
Let's do
women
it.
to do what they
Let's
do.
let's be specific, not general. So always some your urban American podcast. So you saying a couple pods ago in the past, I said the culture was poor
A
or
whore
hoard. Which
culture.
one? Which
Black
one?
culture is a whore culture.
Hoard culture. I okay. We are okay. Yes, I did.
Elaborate on
I
that.
said that.
Please.
Elaborate
What
again.
does that mean?
We are yes, we are the whore of cultures. We
Explain.
allow everybody to fuck. We allow everybody to fuck with us, and we fuck with everybody. That's not the same as poor.
Mhm.
That y'all saying.
Well, that would mean, yeah, we're too inviting. We are.
So
Let
that's
me
I
call
you
out.
yeah. I mean you
Whenever I
shoot
call
you
out the
shoot, but
culture,
that's a
We
bring
different
are.
in
thing
other
though.
We are
cultures.
too inviting.
Now, the name of this show is always some shit. Your Urban American podcast. So I'm talking to urban Americans. I'm not talking to other cultures right now. So just let me cook. I understand what everybody else do, but it's a detriment to us. And I know for a fact that everything women do, they know better. Because every time we do it, they check men on every fucking step of the way. We check for our promiscuity, we check for being deadbeats, we check for every fucking thing. So if you know what's right and wrong and what's moral, when it's your turn, we get all this deflection and bullshit. That tells
Contradiction.
me an accountability thing. Women know they're not accountable. But you know what else goes with accountability? Integrity. So every time a woman says something and nobody believes her, we shouldn't believe anybody because you don't practice integrity. That's what this is about. When you go out here and you purposely search down men to get pregnant, you weaponize your womb for child support. And then what we do is we allow the shit. These young niggas know that she got a baby by this athlete and that athlete, and you still get her pregnant anyway. Kudos for Anthony Edwards for exercising that option, but nigga, that on you, because once you nut in a woman, you do no longer have ownership of that seed. We can pay, we can tell her, they're gonna do what benefits them the best. We always know this about women. So this is our fault too. Pussy pandering, wanting to fuck your co-host on ESPN, got Jalen Rose fired. And we only found out that's what they do when Joy Taylor got caught up, and she still ain't fired. Everybody was hitting that, paying for it or not. That's our fault. Pussy pandering. Then they take over our space, call us all types of toxic, and people get fired, and shit comes out, and a woman can't be told shit. And the sad part is, women notice, and women do not check women.
Mm-hmm.
So we sit here barking and barking and barking. Oh, you sassy, nigga, you sassy. But your own sisterhood will not check you. That's a lack of integrity. That
Mm-hmm.
means women ain't shit. And the niggas who allow them not be shit, we ain't shit either. Because the
P,
culture ain't shit.
P, you
Mm-hmm.
cooking?
In that.
P, you cooking? P, you cooking? I don't want to cut you off, but I want. You said a good point, and
I
it's
land.
Mm-hmm.
crazy that Tarana Burke, if I'm saying her name right.